So in last video, we learned that how you can resolve a vector into its components. The components were ax, ay. Okay, and we also learned about I cap, j cap, k cap, that were the unit vector of x, y, z axis. So a vector can be represented as, if it is in two dimension, it can be represented as a vector is equal to xi cap plus yj cap. Okay, where x and y would be the values at x-axis and at y-axis. But if it is in three dimension, then it can be represented as, a vector can be written as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Now if you want to find magnitude of vector, that is represented as mod a vector. To find magnitude, what you have to do, you have to square and add these components. That is, you have to square x square, you have to square y, you have to square z, and you have to add them and square root. Okay, this is the way that you are going to find a vector. For example, let us say there is a r vector which is given by 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap, and you have to find its magnitude. You have to find mod r vector. So how will you find out? Under root 2 square 4 plus 3 square 9 plus 4 square 16. So 16 plus 9 25 under root of 29. So magnitude of this vector would be under root of 29. So this is the way that you find magnitude of any vector. If you have these components, either it's 2 dimension, 3 dimension, only 1 dimension, what you have to do, you have to square root and square and add the components. Correct. Now in last video also we learned the formula of unit vector, that was given by a cap is equal to a vector divided by its magnitude, right? So suppose there is a question in which you have got any vector, let it be a vector, and it is given by I cap plus j cap plus k cap, and question is find its unit vector. Question is find its unit vector. Okay, so for finding unit vector, what you have to do, you have to first find value of magnitude of a vector. So 1 square 1 plus again 1 square, that is again 1, and again 1 square, that is again 1. So you get root 3. So what would be value of a cap? A cap would be equal to I cap plus j cap plus k cap divided by root 3. And you can break this root 3 into 3 parts. That is I cap by root 3 plus j cap by root 3 plus k cap by root 3. So this would be value of a cap, and this is the way you apply formula of unit vector by finding its magnitude. Also, you can check your answer. How? If you remember the definition of unit vector, what was written? A unit vector is the one whose magnitude is unity, that is 1. If you find its magnitude, this is just for checking your answer. If you find its magnitude, how are you going to find out? In the root, square the components and add them. So 1 by root 3 square would be 1 by 3 plus again 1 by 3 and again 1 by 3. That would be under root 3 by 3, and under root 3 by 3 is 1, and square root of 1 is 1. So see, the magnitude is coming unity. That means the answer is correct. So this, by this way, you can even check your answer is correct or not. Now the next topic is multiplication of vectors. We have done addition of vectors, we have done subtraction of vectors, Now it is time to learn multiplication of vectors. Now there are two ways by which vectors are multiplied. We are going to learn the first way today, that is known as scalar product, or it is called as dot product. Right? Either it is called scalar product or it is called as dot product. It is represented by a dot. If I am doing a dot product of two vectors, it is represented by a dot. A vector dot B vector. So the first method is scalar product and dot product, and it is represented by a dot between two vectors. Okay, now what is the formula of A dot B vector? A dot B vector formula is AB cos theta. AB cos theta, where A and B are the magnitudes of A and B. Okay, for example, if there are two vectors, let us say A vector and B vector. If A vector is I cap plus J cap plus K cap, and there is one more vector B vector equals to, let us say, 2I plus J plus K cap, and they are inclined at an angle of, let us say, 30 degree. And question is to find A dot B. Question is find A vector dot B vector. Find A vector dot B vector. Now you know the formula of A vector dot B vector, that is AB cos theta. The first thing you have to do, you have to find magnitude of A vector. Now you know how you have to find magnitude of A vector. That is equal to under root 1 square, 1 square, 1 square, that is under root 3. You will find magnitude of B vector. It would be equal to under root 2 square 4 plus 1 and plus 1, that is root 6. Right? Now you will put the value in the formula, that A dot B, that you know that A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. Now if you put the value AB, that is root 3 into root 6, that is root 18, cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Right? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Now if you solve this, you will get your answer. That is 18 into 3 is 54. So root 54 by 2 will be your answer. You can simplify it more also. That is up to you. I just told you the way that how you have to solve a dot product when angle is given to you. So this is the formula. A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. Now which quantities are found out by dot product? Example are force. Example is work done. Work is equal to force into displacement. Right? You all know that work is equal to force into displacement, but it is not multiply. It is not simple multiplication. It is a dot product. F dot S. Force is also vector and displacement is also vector. And when we multiply them, we get work. Now, why scalar product is called as dot product is called as scalar product? Because when you multiply two vectors, right? Force is also vector. This is also vector. When you multiply two vectors and you get a quantity which is scalar, which has no direction, so such kind of product are called as scalar product, right? So the example can be work, because work is a scalar quantity, but it is, we get that quantity by multiplying two vectors, that is force and displacement. So example of scalar product can be work done. Work is a kind of, work is found out by scalar product, and this is the way that you have to find a scalar product.